Hello there, dear listener, wherever you might be. Welcome to another This Week in Releases review, and it's time for week 18. And we'll start this week with Fatal Effect and the song Twisted Tale. What a nice start with the bass. The guitars that join are very pleasant. The song is a bit less blasting than the usual Fatal Effect. This a bit lighter style reminds me of old school thrash metal, which of course is a compliment. What are not light are Yim's vocals. They bring the song an ominous and hostile tone, which fits the lyrics perfectly. The guitar solos are great as always. Uh, Both Waltzu and Joona really know what they are doing. After the solos, I get a dose of the Fatal Effect that I'm used to. Very fast-paced, groovy as heck, more modern thrash metal. The change is a nice touch. Then Highway Queen, You Better Run. This one starts faintly but continues with a boom. The sounds pack quite a lot of power, even though the song is not particularly heavy. Nice deep vocals in the verses and then a bit higher and more powerful in the choruses. Nice guitar work all throughout the song. The song could have been a bit faster to my taste, but the ending really consoled that feeling since the song became a bit faster towards the end. Then, Vanvidd feat Trollfest, Storm. Troll metal, hell yeah. The result of mixing Vanvidd with Trollfest is something I would imagine if someone mixed the more playful side of Verikalpa with the heavier side of Fintroll. So this is a similar kind of mixture between Vanvidd and Trollfest. I truly enjoy this song. The more orchestral synths, the more playful folk metal aspects or elements of the song, and the deep and heavy growls are all really nice touches. An amazing combo, in my opinion. Then, MegaSnake, Sun Don't Shine. A nice introduction with a very classic hard rock start. The riffs are playful at first and the bass is wobbling. Suddenly, the tone changes. First of all, uh, amazing raspy vocal tone. The drums and the bass bring an unbelievable groove to the song, and the guitars make the song flow nicely. The song is at the same time a seriously well-made hard rock song, and it's also very humoristic with the "Stick It Where the sun don't shine" lyrics and the high background vocals. I really enjoy the song on all accounts. Then 100 Headless Horsemen, No Longer Human. Is this progressive black metal or in fact psychedelic modern death metal? However you want to define it, the song is cool as heck. It starts with just very ominous clear guitars that are joined by drums and later kind of whispering, growling vocals. Eventually, the electric guitars tag along and the song gets heavier. A little by little, the song gets more layers and turns more to the psych rock side of the song. The distant sounding, echoey clean vocals are a nice touch because they add to the psychedelic feeling, as does also the increase of the tempo during some parts of the song. This was a new find for me, but I have to start keeping track on what these guys are gonna come up next. Then, Endless Chain, all of the above. What a nice folky start to the song. reminded me of Elevator for a bit. What came as a surprise was that this was no folk metal at all. The verses with the raspy vocals reminded me of melancholic metal, and perhaps even the iconic Sentenced a bit. The choruses, however, are very classic Finnish melodic death metal. A nice combination of styles, but I must say that I much prefer the melodic death metal style in the choruses to the other parts of the song. Then, between the jars, Swarm. From the start, I got really strong Kingston Wall vibes. I don't know if the reason is that the classic Finnish prog rock, psych rock group is one of the only bands of this genre that I listen to. When the vocals start, I get a very strong Serge Tankian vibes from them, even though they are a bit softer in their tone than his vocals. Even though this kind of music is not in my ballpark, at least without some of the metal elements as in System of a Down. I think that the song is very topical, and I definitely recommend checking it out if you're into psych rock music. Last but not least, Sipe or Sairas Rakkaus. Very pleasant guitar melodies in the beginning, even though the verses are slow-paced and very narrative-like. They fit the storytelling of the song well. The choruses bring a bit more groove to the song, which nicely balances the song out. I think that I prefer the second release from the first CPO album a bit more to the first single. But I'm looking forward to hearing what the guys are going to publish in a couple of weeks. Thank you for listening and watching, and stay safe out there.